Come on, Griffin. You guys started it. I guess I do have to go in here. I'll take the express way up. Hey, Raven. You doing okay? Anything else I can do? Nope. Okay. Take care, Raven. You're a cool guy. Ow. I think the griffins are in here. Hi. Talk to them all. How did Shelley get a red tunic? Oh, wait a minute. Why is she randomly generating clothing? She doesn't have the item that's supposed to do that. I don't think anyone does. It's not the gold fibula. Wreckage of a small goblin infestation. The groans show vicious treatment from the claws and beaks of griffins. That'll learn them. Okay. Okay. Punishment from the griffins who were trying to smash it open. Amazingly, they had no luck. Yay. Neat. Special chests. Shelley is getting more clothing. It has to be this gold fibula, it's just generating clothing. It's a huge griffin guarding this chamber. It's here to keep anyone from continuing to the east. When it sees you, it bows its head and backs into the west corner. It's as if it has a reason to respect or trust you. Perhaps it heard of your kindness to the griffin out in the valley. Far into the highest edge, you can see one exceptionally large griffin, watching over all the others with a calm, confident gaze. Notice that its feathers are exceptionally colorful and beautiful. Hi. Molting griffin. Griffin. Standing next to a huge griffin, it's almost as tall as you and rippling with muscle under the feathers. The creature doesn't deign to look at you. It's too occupied watching the flock, or whatever a group of griffins is called. A flock is probably as close as it's going to get. As you look at him, you see one of his many glorious shining feathers falls off, fluttering away towards the floor. You grab it, catch it. Leap forward and try to catch the feather. The griffin continues to ignore you. However, when you snatch it, floats right out of your grasp. You aim more carefully and snatch the feather out of the air. You have a griffin feather. I have a griffin feather. Neat. I have to sell this fibula. Any item that is just randomly shoving crap into my inventory, I'm not keeping. I don't know what the griffin feather is for, either, but I have it. Maybe it lets me climb. Did I miss a chamber like that on this side? Nope. Okay. Sure. Spiritual herbs, healing herbs, red... Clothing! Go away. You just made me not get herbs that I needed. And that had refilled, so now I have bonus health again. Neato Torpedo. I gotta sell this fibula. I'll sell it to Poot, because she likes the magic things of Silac. I'm not giving it to the witches. Please stop filling my inventory with nonsensical clothing items. Thank you. Have some pants, too. They came from the ether. This pit is a peat mine. It looks like it's been used for that purpose for many, many years. Once cut and dried, the peat is the fuel that no doubt fed many fires, cooked many stews over the last centuries. And there's some dudes walking along the road. Oh, I'm near the other town that I haven't actually visited yet. I wonder if there's something over there. Okay. Maybe that's the last one. That's where the dragon hangs out. And that's where I get poisoned by swamp water. And that's where I find a bear. Because I have nothing better to do with my life. Freaking bears. You are near the village of Vanarium, a small way station built improbably enough in Shadowvale. The town is dominated by a luxurious villa in one corner and a large inn in another. You notice the village has been built in the middle of a huge stone circle. Massive stone pillars surround the town on all sides, standing like huge stone sentries, watching out over the less pleasant denizens of the valley. As you look at the stones, you start to get a strange nervous feeling, as if they are living things watching you. It's very curious. It's as if you were some of the beings the stones were erected to ward off. Apart from the stones, it looks like a small peaceful village of country folk tend to the crops, smoke billows from the inn's chimney. And that is the way out of the valley, which we can't do. And this is a hole in the ground. Reach the bottom of this veil, the images start to appear in your mind. Unexpected, unwelcome, uncontrollable images. You see soldiers looting and pillaging, and doing much worse. You see the victims of plague and acts of mindless cruelty and savagery. Soon the images blind you. You stumble and fall and crawl slowly away from this place. Eventually you manage to get away and the images fade. That was rude. I might as well explore this area despite the rude images that are assaulting my mind. How do I get over there, if I can? Man, these forests are tricky. Aha! Hi! Small, pleasant wooden hut erected at the bank of a fast-flowing river. Water flows over dangerous rapids and leaves shadow veil through a narrow valley. The woman in the hut is working her herb garden and looks to be in her 30s, remarkably advanced age, but her body is bent and twisted as if she was far older. She wears the robes of a druid. When she sees you, she stands mostly upright, holds her hands up in a gesture of peace. Welcome, travelers. Let me do that better. Welcome, travelers. I get few visitors out here. It's because it's hard to get past the forest. It is a nice break from my routine. Would you care to join me inside for some nice bark tea and conversation? Let's enter. Kaja's hut is small, warm, and smells of tea and herbs. Scrolls, carved stones, and mementos line the shelves, creating an atmosphere of incredible yet strangely orderly clutter. She smiles and introduces herself. I am known as Kaja the Wanderer, or Kaja the Collector, or Kaja the Hermit. Oh, many things. Just call me Kaja. She hands you some tea. I have studied the lore of our gods and the legends and songs of my people, since I could barely walk. I know the secrets of herbs and potions. She sighs and sips her tea. Again. But now I'm just a recluse. The battles between the Romans and Britonians consume my people. I am not interested in the conflicts of this world, thus my fellow druids suggested I might be happier away from them. But I still gather knowledge, and I teach it. I could use the help of a young, strong soul such as yourself. There is a task you could perform for me. I would pay well, of course. But I can teach you knowledge I have obtained. I know much of potions. Let's learn about the quest. I like quests. It's a simple task, really. Little more than a short, pleasant walk. To the north, near the lair of griffins, I have heard there is an ancient obelisk. There are certain runes carved upon it, which are of great interest to me. I wish you to bring me a copy of those runes. That is all. Nothing to it. You thank her for the information, finish your tea, and depart. I can do that. I need a pen that is not magic, I do believe, and some paper to do that. Great. Hey guys, how you doing? No, heart shock won't work. Do not web me. Yeah, I'm right across the river from the arena forest. Ariana. Mung rats and foul rats. That's the mung rat. Fragrant marsh. Watch your step. The sickly sweet odor in the air. Probably bugs. I love swamps. This is going to go poorly. Not just because I keep double-clicking when I don't mean to. Reach the darkest depths of the fragrant marsh. There are lots of bits of slime, lichen, peculiar vines grow everywhere. It almost makes you wish you knew more about woodcraft. I do wish I knew more about woodcraft. Yeah. Oops. No, I didn't really want to fight them. I thought... Yeah, I keep thinking that it's asking, do you want to evade these monsters, not do you want to fight them anyway? Yes, I would like to evade them. No, I don't want to fight them anyway. At least these creatures didn't catch you by surprise. You could hear their chanting and howling and carrying on from a mile away. You're close, you see what the fuss is about. It's a crowd of large, muscular, shambling humanoids, each almost 7 feet tall. They're circling around a boulder, moving in a strange, clumsy, dancing step. As they move, they chant, "The skull, the skull, the speak, the skull." Sure enough, the skull sitting on the boulder doesn't... There is a skull sitting on the boulder. It doesn't seem very interesting. During an awkward spin, one of the creatures notices you. It points and growls. The crowd immediately moves to protect the skull. They draw crude weapons. They don't want to talk to you. The only thing they're interested in is interacting with you with swords and clubs. Run away! They can keep their dang skull. I don't need it. Maybe I do. Darn dogs. Ought to be a leash law. Standing outside what was once a beautiful hunting lodge, built of stout oak logs, probably Roman, fallen into disuse. Paint is fading and flaking, the weeds grow all around, antlers hanging over the front door tilted at an awkward angle. A thin trail of smoke rises from the hole in the roof. It isn't quite abandoned. Enter the lodge. It's a mess inside. The rooms are almost empty. The roof is sagging. The floor is damp and moldy, and surely rotting away. The only occupied room is the kitchen. There's an elderly man there, maybe as old as 40. That is ancient in this time period. Lying back on a cot, trying to keep warm. A small fire burning in the oven isn't helping much. Steal everything. He's not going to be in this world much longer. He looks pale and feeble. When you enter, he barely makes you out with his failing eyes. "Welcome," he says, while struggling to sit up. "I'm Adams. I rarely get visitors here anymore. I hope you mean me no harm." He waves weakly at several stools. "Please sit. Keep an old man company in his final days. I would like some time to talk by the fire before the lights go out at last." Adams is waiting for you to do something. You could sit and talk, or on the other hand, you could just loot the place. He's in no condition to stop you. Let's sit and talk. As you said, Adams sighs. "Thank you. I have lived here for many years, ever since my strength failed. I've been hunting creatures of the Vale for a long time. No matter what, no matter how big, or how venomous, or what its powers were, I tracked it down. Basilisks, wights, spiders. I had no fear. I saw it. I slew it. I took a trophy. Oh, it was a good life." He frowns. Something starts to disturb him. But one creature, one cursed creature, I could never find, no matter how I tried. I could never bring the shadow wolf down. It's out there still. It's always been there in the wastes, not far to the east, right under my nose. At night it howls. Its howls mocked me. Oh, if only I could have defeated it. Knowing it will outlive me is like a dagger in the side. He sinks back onto the cot. That's enough. Thank you for your time. I grow tired. Leave me. Starts to slip off into a restless sleep. Shadow wolf to the east, you say? I think I'm waiting for nightfall. I need nighttime because I think barely make out some wolf tracks around these bones. They might even be from the wolf Adams told you about. Fortunately, they're very faint and you don't know enough about woodscraft to be able to track them. Doggone it. Where do I train woodscraft? Nethergate. Woodscraft.